Namaskara Bengaluru! 1,430 days later, RCB returns to the Chinnaswamy Stadium for our first game of the season. It's RCB versus the Mumbai Indians. How game ready are we? Let's find out. Skipper, how has the home ground received you so far?
Yeah, really good. Obviously the unboxing event was so special. We were standing on the ground, myself and Virat, and we were just like, we were ready to go and bat because everyone just had goosebumps. Such passionate fans. It just makes you want to get out there and give everything you have.
Sanjay Banga, overall, how game ready are we before our first big contest?
We were game ready on the 28th itself because we played a proper game of cricket and a number of our boys looked in good rhythm. So yes, just removing the cobwebs and ironing out certain last minute flaws. But all in all, the players seem to be in great spirit and the amount of work that they've put in throughout the season, I'm pretty sure that they'll be able to put their best performance on the park.
You've had an extremely special T20 season. Have you approached the game in a different manner, Pap? How has the preparation been for you?
I've really been quite intentional about trying to get hundreds. It's something that I've really worked hard on, is to try and improve on getting those 30s and 40s, but then finding gears how you can work through that mid-innings period and try and get to innings where you can get 75 plus. And obviously for me the goal was to try and this last season is to try and get hundreds.
Harshal, are you good with numbers? Do you keep a track of records? If you are, then I've got a question for you. How many wickets have you taken in the IPL overall?
I'm at 97.
You are at 97. And how many wickets have you taken against the Mumbai Indians?
I don't know that.
You don't know? Well, you've taken 20 odd wickets, but you have a great track record against the Mumbai Indians. You've taken your hat-trick against them as well. Is that a pattern? Is that an encouraging factor for our first game?
Yeah, it's an encouraging factor if you're a fan of stats, but I'm not. So I'm just going to look at it as another game, and those stats could change, or I could add to those. So I'll keep both of those possibilities in my mind. Until you play your first game in the IPL, there's always going to be some doubt in your mind. That remains the case with me as well. So just take all that preparation into the game and see what happens.
Adam, the Chinnaswamy Stadium, it has a track record of being batter friendly. What do you say to the boys to keep that act together in terms of our bowling?
Look, I think it's really important that we plan really well for the opposition, but also understanding what the strengths are of each of our bowlers within our bowling group, and just that real clarity at the top of our mark. What ball are we trying to execute, and then really committing to that, and understanding that the reputation here is that it is a bit of a batting track and that higher scores are the average. So I understand that you will get hit at times, but how you respond to that, what your defensive mechanisms are, and how you get out of your over is going to be really important.
With the new ball and in the power play, there could be a lot of seam movement, especially under light, and with the hard ball there could be a lot of bounce as well. So if we bowl aggressive lengths up front and try and get the batters out in the power play, that could really help us in the later half of the game.
The performances that have been put by our bowlers over the last couple of seasons gives us a lot of confidence, not only to us but also to the individual bowlers, because they've matured as bowlers, they've gone through different challenges, they've got to know a lot about themselves, so they are much wiser, and you can certainly expect that all the wisdom and all the experiences that they've gained over the last couple of seasons will come in handy when they take on the field.
Jasprit Bumrah not being part of the squad, you think that takes a little edge off their bowling attack?
Look, I think they've still got a very strong bowling attack there. You could see how they went about their business in the auction with picking fast bowlers, tall bowlers, guys that can get real good bounce.
Yeah.
Obviously, Jasprit Bumrah is one of the world's best T20 bowlers, but they do have some quality still. They signed Cameron Green, who's a young prospect who hasn't played a lot of T20 cricket, but is a very good talent. Obviously, Jofra Archer has shown for a long period of time that in terms of fast bowlers, he's probably up there in terms of the skill sets. And then you've got Jason Behrendorff there, who's a lefty who tries to swing the ball. So I think their big thing was to try and load with overseas fast bowlers, with obviously a powerful local batting lineup.
Two of our star bowlers are not with the camp just as yet. Does that mean the bowlers who are in the nets right now, does it add a little bit of pressure on what they can carry on in the game?
Look, I think for the bowlers, it's actually exciting. It's opportunity. So, we think we've got a really good, deep group of bowlers that we can rely on. So, we're excited for the opportunity that's going to be presented for some of the guys that they've played a little bit, but they might have a little bit more responsibility, and it's exciting to see how they respond.
Somebody will have to pick up the slack of those two, and that's a great opportunity for myself, Siraj, and whoever plays in both of those places. At the end of the day, you have to do the job for the team. You have to win the game for the team, whether Hoff or Vani are available or not. So we're gonna try and do our absolutely best, and whoever plays in place of them, I'm sure they're going to be pumped and they're going to be ready to take the responsibility.
Big homecoming game in front of the Chinnaswamy Stadium with everyone chanting for RCB. What do you tell the boys to keep their calm in front of a crowd like this?
What really happens when you're playing in such a charged up atmosphere is that once you let that adrenaline settle in, so actually that becomes your strength, whether you are bowling or even batting, because you know that performers want a stage, and there's no bigger stage in IPL cricket than playing at Chinnaswamy, and more so for our homecoming as well. So we are looking to carry that energy along with us, and we urge the fans, like they've been doing for the last 15 years, to keep backing the team. And I'm pretty sure that dreams do come true, and the energy is going to be critical for us playing our best cricket throughout the course of the tournament.
Most loyal fans for a reason. Watch out for the first big game of the season, RCB versus Mumbai Indians. That's how game ready we are.